Assalamu alaikum. Today we will start with the topic physics of waves. Wave motion is very important in physics, and propagation of waves, sinusoidal waves, the speed of waves on a string is a part 1. We will study the physical phenomena of wave motion. In the part 2, we will learn reflection and transmission of waves, rate of energy transfer by sinusoidal waves on string, the linear wave motion. Wave motion, what is wave motion? The student will be able to learn propagation of wave, sinusoidal wave, wavelength, frequency, and the phase difference. Two main types being mechanical waves and electromagnetic waves. Mechanical waves require some physical medium is being disturbed in our pebble and beach ball example. Elements of water are disturbed. In the physical medium, the particles are disturbed by to and fro motion. In electromagnetic waves, it does not require a medium to propagate. Some examples of electromagnetic waves are visible light, radio waves, television waves, and X-rays. No medium is necessary for these waves. In this part of the course, we study only mechanical waves. All waves carry energy, but the amount of energy transmitted through a medium and the mechanism responsible for their transport of energy differ from case to case. Propagation of a disturbance. All mechanical waves require some source of disturbance, a medium that can be disturbed, and some physical mechanism through which element of the medium we can influence each other. Here is a photograph showing that we are producing waves in a string connected at one end. So the particle comes up and down as per wave moves in the string. A traveling wave or pulse that causes the elements of the disturbed medium to move perpendicular to the direction of propagation is called the transverse wave. So transverse waves only move in this way. Here is another picture showing that a spring is stretched and compressed, so it can produce waves and energy can be transferred from one point to the connected end. The left end of the spring is pushed briefly to the right and then pulled briefly to the left. This moment creates a sudden compression and of a region of the coils. This compression region travels along the spring. The compressed region is followed by a region where the coils are extended. Notice that the direction of the displacement of the coils is parallel to the direction of propagation of the compressed region. A traveling wave or pulse that causes the elements of the medium to move parallel to the direction of propagation is called longitudinal wave. The disturbance in a sound wave are an example of longitudinal wave of series of high pressure and low pressure regions that travel through air. The motion of water elements on the surface of deep water in which a wave is propagating is a combination of transverse and longitudinal displacement. Each element is displaced both horizontally and vertically from its equilibrium position. Here is the picture showing that a pulse is created in a row, and if we see that the shape of the position of the pulse at time t is equal to 0, the shape of the pulse can be represented by some mathematical function which we will write as yx is x0 is equal to a function of x. So here wave is moving in the x direction positive, and this is the y direction showing the amplitude of the wave at, at t is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0, we see the maximum amplitude is A of the particle point P, and at some time in the x direction, it again becomes 0. The speed of the pulse is V. The pulse has traveled to the right a distance Vt at the time t. At time t, Vt distance will be covered by the wave. Here in another picture, the wave has moved from 0 to x. The maxima also moves at time t is equal to Vt is equal to Vt because the velocity is V. So distance of the maxima at this point will be Vt, and P point is now here at this point. We assume that the shape of the pulse does not change with time. Thus at time t, the shape of the pulse is the same as it was at time t is equal to 0. Consider now these two pictures. An element of the string at x at this time has the same y position as an element located at s minus Vt had at time t is equal to 0. So by the equation y is equal to xt is a function of y x minus Vt. We can represent the transverse position y for all positions and times measured in a stationary frame with the origin at O, as yxt is a function of x minus Vt. If the pulse travels to the left, the transverse position of elements of the string are described by yxt is a function of x plus Vt. So at the left side, function becomes x plus Vt, and in the right side, the function becomes x minus Vt. The function y is sometimes called the wave function. Depends on the two variables x and t. For this reason, it is often written yxt, which is read y as a function of xt. Quiz. In a long line of people waiting to buy tickets, the first person leaves and a pulse of motion occurs as people step forward to fill the gap. As each person steps forward, the gap moves through the line is the propagation of this gap, transverse or longitudinal. So it is only the longitudinal because the gap moves in the x direction, not in the y direction. Sinusoidal waves. The wave represented by this curve is called sinusoidal wave because the curve is the same as that of the function sine plotted against it. On a rope, a sinusoidal wave could be established by shaking the end of the rope up and down in simple harmonic motion, figure 5. We can see this type of motion is sinusoidal wave motion. Wavelength. The distance from one crest to the next is called the wavelength lambda. More generally, the wavelength is the minimum distance between any two identical points. Definitions. Wavelength. The distance from one crest to the next is called the wavelength lambda. More generally, the wavelength is the minimum distance between any two identical points such as the crest on adjacent waves. Frequency is a periodic wave. If a periodic wave is move. Definitions. Wavelength. The distance from one crest to the next is called the wavelength lambda. More generally, the wavelength is the minimum distance between any two identical points, such as the crest on adjacent waves. Frequency of a periodic wave is the number of crests or troughs or any other point on the wave that pass through a given point in a unit interval of time. The frequency of a sinusoidal wave is related to the period by the expression. The unit f is equal to 1 over t. The unit of frequency is per second or hertz. Consider the sinusoidal wave, which shows the position of the wave at t is equal to 0. Because the wave is sinusoidal, we expect the wave function at this instant to be expressed as x0 is equal to a sine ax, where a is the amplitude and a is a constant, must be determined from initial condition. Initial conditions are x is equal to 0, y at t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 is equal to a sine a 0 is equal to 0. Consistent with the equation figure 4a, the next value of x for which y is 0 is x is equal to lambda over 2. Thus, y lambda over 2 0 is equal to a sine a lambda over 2 is equal to 0. A lambda over 2 is equal to pi, or a is equal to 2 pi over lambda. Thus, the function describing the positions of the elements of the medium through which the sinusoidal wave is traveling can be written as y is equal to x0, y at x0 is equal to a sine 2 pi over lambda x. If the wave moves to the right with the speed v, then the wave function at some later time t is yxt is equal to a sine 2 pi over lambda x minus vt. The relation between wave speed, wavelength, and period are related by the expression v is equal to lambda over t. Yxt can be written as a sine 2 pi x over lambda minus t over t. We define two other quantities, the angular wave number k, usually called simply the wave number, and the angular frequency. K wave number is equal to 2 pi over lambda, and omega is the angular frequency is equal to 2 pi over t. Using these definitions, we see that y is equal to a sine kx minus omega t plus phi, v is equal to omega over k, V is equal to lambda f. Example, a sinusoidal wave traveling in the positive x direction has an amplitude of 15 centimeter, a wavelength of 40 centimeter, and a frequency of 8 Hz. The vertical position of an element of the medium at t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 is 15 centimeter, as shown in the figure. Find the wave number k, period t, angular frequency omega, and speed v of the wave. This example here is an example of sinusoidal wave traveling in the positive x direction, and its amplitude is 15 centimeter, a wavelength of 40 centimeter, and a frequency of 8 Hz. The vertical position of the element of the medium at t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 is 15 centimeter, as shown in figure. Find the wave number k, period t, angular frequency omega, and speed v of the wave. The solution of this example is we use the equation of the definitions k is equal to 2 pi over lambda, 2 pi radian, and lambda is 40 centimeter, becomes 0.157 radian per second. T is equal to 1 over f, so T will be 0.125 second. Omega is equal to 2 pi f, so omega can be calculated as 50.3 radian per second. And velocity is equal to lambda f, so it becomes 320 centimeter per second. Determine the phase constant phi and write a general expression for the wave function. The solution of this part of question is that A is equal to 15 centimeter, Y is equal to 15 centimeter, and X is equal to 0, T is equal to 0. So putting these values in the equation, we can get the value 15 is equal to 15 sine phi is equal to 1. So the value is pi by 2 radian or 90 degree. The wave function is of the form y is equal to a sine kx minus omega t plus pi by 2 is equal to a cos kx minus omega. Substituting the values for x, here is an example about the traveling wave. So the numerical calculation can be performed. A sinusoidal wave traveling in a positive x direction with amplitude 15 centimeter, wavelength 40 centimeter, and frequency 8 Hz. The vertical position of an element of the medium at t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, also 15 centimeter, as shown in the figure. Find the wave number k, period t, angular frequency omega, and speed v of the wave. The solution of this example is part A. Use the equation of the definition k is equal to 2 pi over lambda. We can calculate k is equal to 0.157 radian per second. T is equal to 1 over f, 0.125 second. Omega is equal to 2 pi f, 2 pi 8 multiplied by 8 second per second. 50.3 radian per second, and V is equal to lambda f, the value will be 320 centimeter per second. We can determine the phase constant phi, because phase constant is here y is equal to a sine kx minus omega t plus phi. So we can calculate phase. So the phi will be equal to a is equal to 15 centimeter, y is equal to 15 centimeter, x is equal to 0, t is equal to 0. So by putting these values in this equation, y is equal to a sine kx minus omega t plus phi, we can determine the phi. 15 is equal to 15 sine phi, or sine phi is equal to 1, and phi will be equal to pi by 2 radian or 90 degree. The wave function is of the form y is equal to a sine kx minus omega t plus pi by 2 a cos kx minus omega. Substituting the values of a, k, and omega, we can determine the value of y. Here, sinusoidal wave on string. In the figure 6, every element of the string can be treated as a simple harmonic oscillator vibrating with a frequency equal to the frequency of oscillation of the blade. Note that although each element oscillates in the y direction, the wave travels in the x direction with a speed v. Of course, this is the definition of transverse wave. If the wave t is equal to 0 as is described in figure 6p, and then the wave function can be written as y is equal to a sine kx minus omega t. Here we can see some figures A, B, C, and D. In figure A, the rope is vibrating and transfer wave is producing in the upward direction, and here the force is acting downward, and lambda is crest to crest distance, and here the point P is in the downward direction, and here the again the P is in the upward direction. So figure 6, one method for producing a sinusoidal wave on a string. The left end of the string is connected to the blade and is set into oscillation. Every element of the string, such as that at point P, oscillates with simple harmonic motion in the vertical direction. Y is equal to a sine kx minus omega t. Y is Vy is equal to dy over dt at x is equal to constant tangent t is equal to curly y over curly t is equal to minus omega a cos kx minus omega t, where a is amplitude and omega is the angular frequency. Ay is linear acceleration, dy direction, dy over dt at x is equal to constant tangent t is equal to curly Vy over curly t is equal to minus omega square a sine kx minus omega t. The maximum values of the transverse speed and transverse acceleration are simply the absolute values of the coefficients of the cosine and sine function. Vy maximum is equal to omega a, Ay maximum is equal to omega square a. The transverse speed and transverse acceleration of elements of the string do not reach their maximum values simultaneously. The transverse speed reaches its maximum value omega a, where y is equal to 0, whereas the magnitude of the transverse acceleration reaches its maximum value omega square a when y is equal to plus minus a. Objectives of part 2. The student will be able to demonstrate the speed of wave on the string, define the reflection and transmission of wave, the linear equation of the wave, and will be able to define the kinetic and potential energies and define the total energy on the string and determine the rate of change transfer. Speed of speed of waves on string. How do we determine the speed of transverse pulse traveling on a string? It is a question you can solve by reading the book. If a string under tension is pulled sideways and released, the tension is responsible for accelerating a particular segment of the string back to the equilibrium position. So, what happens when the tension increases? The answer is the acceleration of the particle segment increases, which means the speed of the wave increases. It means the number of uh, cycles per second or the particle motion is in the forward direction. Now, what happens when the mass per unit length of the string increases? Mass per unit length of the string increases. For the given tension, acceleration decreases, so the wave speed decreases. This is a physical phenomena of traveling wave in a string. Speed of waves on string. Which law does this hypothesis based on? Newton's second law, because Newton's second law governs the motion of the particles. Based on the hypothesis we have laid out above, we can construct a hypothetical formula for the speed of wave. Velocity is equal to T over mu under the root. T is the tension and m is the mass per unit length. Is the above expression dimensionally sound? So we can check the dimensions of this formula. So if the dimensions are equal on the left hand side and both and the right hand side, so the dimensions dimensionally the equation will be sound